Hey there, it's Board Game Dave. If you're a fan of the Taverns of Tiefenthal and you're looking for more modules, more replayability, and more variability, then the Open Doors expansion is for you. This box includes 4 brand new modules, each of which can be added individually to the base game, or grouped together in any combination, or even combined with the modules in the base game. If I'm doing my math right, this expansion introduces 75 new, unique ways to play the Taverns of Tiefenthal, whereas the original game only had 5. For this review, I'm assuming that you already know how to play the Taverns of Tiefenthal, but if you don't, you can watch my review for the base game right there. So what are these new modules? Well, the first one introduces wine. Word on the street is that wine is all the rage, and accordingly, your tavern is adding a wine cellar and hiring sommeliers. For each sommelier that you've drawn, or if you've hired a permanent one, after you've drawn all your cards, you'll place 1 red wine token on the rightmost guest. That shows that the guest has been served wine. This is a great way to please your guests and earn some thalers without using any dice. This module also introduces the Quack Doctors. Rumor has it that these phonies are visiting from Quedlinburg, but they do have some pretty powerful abilities. Each Quack Doctor earns you 1 thaler, or you can return the Quack Doctor back to the supply in order to repeat the immediate action of one of your guests. This can be pretty powerful because usually those immediate actions are great one-time bonuses. The next module introduces guest rooms for your nobles. The first time you draw a noble each round, instead of placing them on a table, you'll tuck them underneath one of the 4 guest rooms, and you can immediately resolve that bonus action as soon as you place a die there. The first space gives you 1 thaler and 1 beer for your storage. The second space lets you immediately draw 1 card and resolve it after your tables are already full. The third space lets you exchange or upgrade one of your guests, either turning a regular into a guest worth 3 beers, or removing a guest you previously obtained and getting one who costs up to 2 beers more than that one. And the fourth space just lets you move your monastery marker up 1 step. Finally, this module adds the priest, which starts in your discard pile. The third module introduces variable player powers, which is fantastic, so each player has their own special ability. These special abilities are represented by the bartenders, which you'll draft at the beginning of the game. I won't go through all of them, but some of my favorites are the player, who lets you place 3s or 4s anywhere you like. If you're the abbess, every time you serve one of your regular guests with a die, you move up 1 space on the monastery track. The master brewer gives you a 2 beer discount on all guests you acquire, and gives you a 1 beer discount for nobles. The trader earns you 1 additional thaler for each guest you serve with a white die. Those are just some of the bartenders in the box, and it's neat to see the way each of those bartenders gives players a different strategy to work toward. This module also introduces the critic cards if you're playing with the reputation track from the base game. And finally, the 4th module introduces the mayor's orders and rewards. At the beginning of the game, you'll randomly draw 3 tasks and 3 rewards. Throughout the course of the game, as players complete those tasks, not only will they score 5 points, they'll also get a chance to claim the corresponding rewards. Some of these tasks include removing a previously acquired guest, having 4 or more different tavern cards in your tavern at once, or upgrading your tavern using a discount. Some of the rewards include putting 2 dice on 1 guest, filling up your safe entirely, or rolling all of your colored dice regardless of how many servers you have. Also, as soon as you complete all 3 tasks, you'll take a mayor card and put her on top of your deck. Not only does she immediately give you a free upgrade without getting a noble, you can also place any numbered die on that card to take that many thalers. Those are all 4 of the modules, and Stella and I are huge fans of this expansion. You are so cute. You are so cute. Do you want to be in my video? Obviously, these new modules introduce so many new things to explore, and they add nearly infinite replayability to this game. I will say that this expansion is a little on the pricey side. It's also a bit hard to find right now. Additionally, there's no insert or anything inside this box, so you've got all these big tiles and chunky components just rattling around inside the box, which is certainly not ideal. That being said, I really enjoy this expansion. Hannah and I especially like the innkeepers and the objectives. If you're looking for a similar push your luck feel in a lighter, more family-friendly game, you can check out my Ink and Gold review right there. I'll also be posting a solo playthrough of Taverns with all 4 of these modules next week, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. You could let me know what your favorite expansion is. Mine is hopefully going to be Maracaibo the Uprising, but it's still on its way. And in the meantime, have a wonderful week, take care, and happy gaming. Bye!
Sommelier.
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 Sommelier. You want to stay in my video? Here, I'll put you right here. Stella.
And you can say sommelier.
If you're looking for a lighter game that has the same... Oh my gosh.
Sommelier, with the typical French
Sommelier.
pronunciation, it would be sommelier.
Sommelier.